Slavite go Gospoda, zašto je dobar, Alleluia.
Good morning, or depending on when you're watching this, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. My name is Nick, the master prayer knot artist behind Orthodox Handmade, and welcome to our 21st episode on YouTube, where we'll be addressing the question I've heard countless times: should I buy an Orthodox prayer rope from Amazon? Before we begin, I'd like to first apologize if you can hear the rain outside right now, which is falling quite hard, and to also thank you all for your patience whilst I've been on holidays with my family. We had such a great time in the USA, but now it's time to get back to work, hand-making Orthodox prayer ropes and crystal icons for the faithful, and of course, continuing to create YouTube content for you all. If you're new to the channel and appreciate content revolving around Orthodox topics, be sure to subscribe, hit the notifications bell to be notified when new episodes drop, and be sure to smash that like button. This will prompt the YouTube algorithm to recommend Orthodox Handmade's unique content and assist in growing our faithful audience. Guys, we're currently sitting at 2,120 faithful YouTube subscribers, and in keeping with tradition, this episode's new subscriber shout out goes to Orthodox Knight. Thank you very much for subscribing to Orthodox Handmade. It is very much appreciated. And another exciting thing that I literally just found out about is that the channel has now surpassed over 4,000 watch hours, which makes it eligible for monetization. So a massive thank you for all of your support thus far, and I'm truly happy that you're enjoying the content that I'm creating for you all. Ladies and gentlemen, as I said, I've had this question countless times from subscribers and social media followers who are thinking about purchasing prayer ropes from Amazon or other online places. In line with that, a concern of those who've already gone ahead and purchased from Amazon is whether or not the pieces they now have in their possession are in fact real and authentic. This is especially the case after them having watched a previous video of mine entitled Orthodox Prayer Ropes, What You Need to Know, which I strongly recommend you watch if you haven't already. It will be the upcoming video link at the end of this episode, so stay tuned. Let's get right into it now. Question: what makes an Orthodox prayer rope authentic? Well, it is understood that prayer ropes handmade by Orthodox monks or Orthodox faithful such as myself that have had the Jesus prayer whispered into them whilst being tied, which is, Lord Jesus Christ, Son of God, have mercy on me, a sinner, are considered authentic. The Jesus prayer is the most important aspect when creating such pieces, guys. Something that the monk who inspired me to continue this sacred monastic craft nearly 14 years ago was absolutely 100% non-negotiable about. Now, another question. Are there fake prayer ropes on Amazon? In short, yes, there are non-authentic pieces or fakes on Amazon and other sites such as eBay that can easily be identified by uneven prayer knots, the wrong number of prayer knots, flimsy or cheap looking material and tassels, along with, more often than not, poor photography. Now, many of these pieces aren't even handmade, but machine made, most probably in China. The reason why I can say this with such confidence, ladies and gentlemen, is because knowing how many hours upon hours it takes me just to create a single piece compared to their hundreds of pieces of inventory. Now, this leads me to believe these are machine made, or at the very least, made by multiple people with total lack of care. Not to mention, they're most likely not even of the Orthodox faith, let's be real. Now, in saying this, however, I have seen pieces on Amazon claiming to be from monasteries, with pieces that seem to be of much higher quality, and as well, they also look handmade. So the bottom line is, I would advise you to contact the seller and ask in-depth questions about the pieces and their origins before you commit to purchasing. What is my personal advice when looking for an Orthodox prayer rope? Well, if you know someone who makes them, or you come across a credible prayer rope maker like myself, seek to have a custom piece handmade from that prayer rope maker. Now, I don't mind in the slightest who the maker is. Just make sure the creator is of the Orthodox faith, that they are hand making these pieces in love, faith, and devotion to Christ, as well as reciting the Jesus prayer into each and every knot that they tie. Again, this is a non-negotiable should you desire to have an authentic Orthodox prayer rope. Also, be sure to discuss personally with the maker on what kinds of materials they use, what beading is available, and what size piece might be best for you and how you pray. You should feel confident to discuss things with the person hand making your special tool for prayer, and they should also be able to answer any questions that you may have confidently. This is the main reason why I do not accept orders via some automatic website. I myself invite the faithful to direct message me because I want to talk to them. Remember that old thing, actually talking with customers and clients? I want to assist my clients and provide recommendations to ultimately make their prayer rope the best it can be. I want to provide the best service and quality product as I possibly can. I want to be involved in the process as much as my client would like me to be involved in the process. And any person hand making Orthodox prayer ropes, even though this is such a small niche, should want to do the same. Now, my final recommendations, guys, please remember, pieces like these should be seen as an investment, not an impulsive purchase. They are an investment into your faith. They are an investment into your connection with the Almighty. You should be considering such tools for prayer with deep thought and research. Like I mentioned earlier, try and find a person who hand makes these pieces that you know is of the Orthodox faith and recites the Jesus prayer into each knot. That is the most important aspect of this craft. Also, don't be afraid to seek testimonials from others that have commissioned custom pieces. I, for instance, have a saved story highlight on my Instagram profile entitled Feedback, with as many testimonials and feedback as it allows me to fit on there. Others' positive feedback and satisfaction should increase your confidence to purchase from that prayer knot artist. If you do see a piece online that you believe to be authentic and something that you would actually want, be sure to assess the quality. Direct message or email the seller and ask about the origin of the pieces and if the maker recites the Jesus prayer into each knot. Also, don't be afraid to ask for photos as evidence of them actually hand making past pieces. Some of my clients have actually done that in the past, requesting photos of me making their piece so they can see it from start to finish. When buying an Orthodox prayer rope, you want to receive a piece that lasts for your entire life, ladies and gentlemen. This should be something that can be passed on to your children to inspire them to continue to become closer to Christ. Once again, handmade pieces like these should be seen as an investment into faith, not an impulsive purchase. Well, there you have it, guys. I sincerely hope that you enjoyed this episode and learnt more about the prayer ropes that we see on Amazon and other places online, and some helpful advice on what to look out for to make sure you receive an authentic Orthodox prayer rope. As an Orthodox Christian who has been hand-making prayer ropes for almost 14 years now, it seriously angers me to know that fake pieces posing as authentic prayer ropes are making their way into our churches and our monasteries. I have had many messages from followers showing me photos of pieces with unraveled material that is fraying or tearing, as well as bracelets that break after a very short amount of time. So I do hope that by making this video, I have assisted you. Let me know in the comments section below if you have an Orthodox prayer rope and where you received yours from, or if you create Orthodox prayer ropes yourself. Have you purchased an Orthodox prayer rope that you believe to be authentic but has actually fallen apart? Your input and contribution to the channel is always interesting, and I endeavour to read and respond to as many comments as possible. Please also feel welcome to let me know what other topics you would like covered on this channel. Once again, if you like the content that I'm creating, be sure to subscribe, hit the notifications bell, and give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget, we do new subscriber shoutouts, so if you're a new subscriber, let me know in the comments section below by writing subscribed. Remember to follow Orthodox Handmade on social media, where you can see all of the custom tools for prayer and all new crystal icons that I hand make for the faithful all around the world. Should you be interested in having your very own authentic prayer rope or crystal icons created, there are details in the description below, or you're welcome to personally liaise with myself via direct message on both Instagram and Facebook. Now, as for our upcoming episode, I'm going to be leaving the topic of that one as a surprise at this stage. Stay tuned and watch the upcoming Orthodox Handmade episode that will appear on your screen now, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for tuning in, and until next time, stay safe and God bless.
Славите го Господа, за што е